better that you wake up, because we are entering Toledo. And in just a little bit we'll be stopping the bus, and you will have first a panoramical drive, panoramical tour, and then you will do the rest of the tour will be a walking tour, so you can really go through Toledo and really see everything about it. If you look to the right, for example, you can see this bull ring. People would say it's Arab style because of those arches, keyhole arches, but it's not true. There is not such thing, because those arches are not Arab arches. Those are Visigoth arches. And the Arabs, when they entered the Iberian Peninsula, it was the Visigoths that were actually there. So the the Visigoths were originally German tribes that entered the Iberian Peninsula some centuries from then. And when the Arabs entered, they saw this arch, and they took it themselves. And starting from that point, from that arch, they developed a whole new kind of architecture and decoration of buildings. That spread also through Muslim world, but originated here in the Iberian Peninsula from that Visigoth arch. Well, in a moment you will see the wall that surrounds this northern part of, right now to the left, the wall that surrounds this northern part of the city. Well, let me introduce you to your guide this morning. Her name is Yolanda.
Before we enter the old town to start the walking tour, just behind the wall you see here to the left, we are going to have the panoramic view of Toledo. Okay, we are driving to the hills, and there we are going to stop because we have a magnificent panoramic view. You can see to the left-hand side the wall with the oldest gate of Toledo, the one dedicated to King Alfonso VI of Castilla, almost 1,000 years old. And the wall is so well preserved, built up under the Visigoths. Of course, it was rebuilt later in different periods by the Arabs and by the Christians. And just behind the wall you see the very modern escalator that was inaugurated only 5 years ago, but we won't take that for the visit. We prefer to enter the old town with the bus because in that way we will make the tour walking mainly downhill, which is really important in this city, where we have so many hills. Then, if we take the escalator, we have to make the visit walking mainly up, which is not really very nice. And we are going to see how was the main protection of the river during the medieval age of the city, during the medieval age. It was the river, the one that we called Tajo, T-A-J-O. The Tajo River is the longest one of the peninsula. It's coming from the northeast of Spain and it's going to Lisbon in Portugal. This river was very important. The bridge was built up in 1300s and it shows us Gothic style. The pollution that we have on the river is not rubbish from Toledo. We have an industrial center only 30 kilometers away from the city, belonging to Madrid, where they make detergents. You can see so many filters. They are trying to clean the tile. The architect, so famous in that moment, was Flemish, and his name was Jan Vaz. This is the most traditional church of Toledo for weddings. Also, we have in the city almost 60 churches. Everybody wants to get married in this one to follow the tradition. For you to have an idea, if you want to get married now in that church, you have to wait for about 2 years. Time to forget everything, to change your mind. And now if you have a look around, you are going to see the very beautiful houses belonging to the very rich families of Toledo. In this area we have many of those big crickets. And then the local people, they were calling these houses always houses of cicadas. And this is the view. That one is only a country house. And then the price is, of course, completely different. They are very lucky because this area is considered as a natural park, so it is forbidden to have here new constructions. And if you look to the left, you start to see Toledo, but in a few minutes we are going to see it much better. As the city is situated on a hill, this is much older. It's one of the oldest cities that we have in Spain. So that the city was founded by the Jewish people. Following this, the name of Toldot, Toledot, that in Hebrew means generations. On the highest hill of Toledo, you see the Alcazar. The Alcazar on the right part with the 4 towers. Alcazar is Arabic word. It means fortified palace. It is a military academy of Toledo. In 1936, the building was completely destroyed. It was the beginning of the Spanish Civil War. They rebuilt the Alcazar as it was before, and it was the Army Museum. In the very near future is going to be the National Army Museum. To the left, you see again the St. Martin's Cathedral. Started in 1227, finished in 1493. The cathedral is one of the richest ones in the world. If you follow the river down there, you see among the trees the small castle of San Servando. You see it now over there across the river. It's 1,000 years old. See only the old city. We see Toledo as it was 500 years ago. Short to narrow in.
So, magpapako tayo sa harapan. Ito. Ito yung City of Toledo. Boy, Dani, Roger, Edwin. Ito. Named after an old Roman emperor, Toledo. Dumating kami kahapon, Madrid, November 15, 9:40 ng umaga. Umuulan. Hindi kami masyado nakapag-pictures kahapon. Patala kami sa Old Town ng Madrid, nag-lunch kami ni Marlet. Kahapon nag-shopping ng konti sa Puerta del Sol. Kagabi, we met the director, nag-dinner sa hotel. Tulog, pahinga, kasi pagod kami from the flight. Ngayon, first day of tour, City of Toledo. We're going to Granada after this. Pero yung view ng Toledo, ito na yung view mula nung, I think mga 500 years ago, ito na yata, 400 years ago. Yung bus namin. Bus. Nationwide.
Well, it's old enough to be enough. Yes. Very fancy.
Into the Tagus River.
Yeah. We'll see it again. But you're going to walk across it.
That's not run of the ground. Well, that's a gut track. Off the river wide.
Well, I'm sure you like this lovely view, this panoramic view of Toledo. For you to have an idea, we are going to leave the bus by the Alcazar. It means on the highest hill. And then we start walking down. We will walk around the cathedral to see the main facade. We will walk through the Jewish quarter. And then we are going to visit in the Christian quarter the St. Thomas Church, which is the most important that we have in Toledo, the painting by El Greco, the burial of the Count of Orgaz, a mass position in the world. What I was telling you before, military center, a very important military center, and they called it in Latin Toletum. Toletum was here till the 5th century after Christ.
Walking the streets of Toledo.
Noi vanno benissimo. Ma c'è un altro gruppo. Noi vanno benissimo, sì. La primaveria, carissimo.
Sí, suelta ahora. Vámonos.
No somos de aquí, señores, tampoco. Pues si viene detrás del grupo, ahora vamos a organizar, creo.
Babalik pa tayo?
Yeah.
Palis na mami.
Gothic Cathedral. This is always very high building because in the Gothic period the main idea was building up the churches, going up to heaven, going up to God. They have always 3 gates on the main facade as symbol of the Holy Trinity. And we should have here twin towers. When they mix these Arabic elements with the Christian elements, is what we call in Spain mudéjar style, mudéjar style. I tell you this because you're going to see it again in Sevilla and also in Granada. In Toledo we have still nowadays 15 cloister convents of nuns. All of them with different communities. In this one there are about 20 nuns. And then the rest of them there are about no calories because this is really holy calories.
Then, after this, we go down.
Esto han sido 8, 7 y la práctica esta.
The way they make the Toledo in every shop, and there you will have shopping time. But you
I'm about saying the jewellery works. You know,
but we cannot leave you in town because when we go to the bridge, then
can't we then, three of us who go there?
we go to the jewelry
No, you're in front of the shield. Get behind a little bit.
Because I said it's Morgan. I haven't make us.
They were trying to escape from Hitler. They were protected by Franco, which is another mystery of our history. Franco was a good friend of Hitler. And they were moved to big cities, Madrid, Barcelona, and the synagogue situated there behind his house. That is almost 1,000 years nowadays, for ceremonies by the Jews. Weddings. They have also the ceremony when children are 13 years old and they read the Quran for the first time. They try to maintain this buildings up. The synagogues of Toledo are the symbols of this city. For example, this one was built by the Jewish community, designed by the Muslims. is a legend telling us that when Isabella I took Granada in 1492, Muslims have there many Christian prisoners holding these chains. And then she ordered to send them to Toledo, not to forget the taking of Granada, that was really the end of the war against the Spaniards. You have finished. And now we are going to walk down to St. Martin's Bridge. Please.
Sometimes it's better to do it on your own, you know?
Yeah, but you cover a lot more this way and you learn a lot of stuff you wouldn't learn.
You think so?
Yeah,
okay.
You learn, I mean, I would have never known all that stuff about that painting.
You're right, you're right.
It's kind of a trade-off.
Yep. I guess you can come back, right? Anytime.
Han disimulado un poquito.
The Tagus River. Tagus River on Toledo.
You can have the buses free.
This is the Tagus River in Toledo.
No se trata de este tío.
So he knew that the moment they remove all the wood that was well actual. So one night, the next night, well, he told his wife, you can see now to the right, and one storm. So the thing is that Because of that. I know it's true.
On this time in Toledo, we're now going to Granada.
Here's the train system of Spain.
Yeah, so what do they have on the side? Maybe that's where it's taken.
By Alfonso VI. It was actually conquered by Alfonso VI, but he never could have conquered the city if it had not been because of El Cid. I don't know if you heard about him. Charlton Heston played a movie in the 60s. Very bad, they should make a new one. Too old.
of Spain from Bilbao. They bring it here to Toledo. Here then they cut the steel, they put the pieces into the fire, and when it's red hot they take them out and hammering by hand several times, the piece gets the form and the language the worker believes. When the pieces are finished, then they put them into olive oil and water. And this is now to temperate the steel and to make it flexible. And then at the end they make different decoration works. Some of those pieces you will find it hand painted with different colors of enamel, in red, blue, green, black. Other ones they work it with acid, and the most expensive ones you can find it then with the gold inlaid of 23 and 24 karat. But now, for example, swords with the gold inlaid, we have just 2 in all the house. They make more little things. They make more letter openers, keychains, earrings, bracelets, brooches, and so on. And that kind of work, the gold inlaid, the name of that is Damaskino, Damascene, because the work is original from Damascus, from Syria. So it's an old Moorish work, and they brought them here to Toledo in the 8th, 9th century. And already we make that here. And this is what we will see in another place, okay? So please, you ask what they are doing, okay? I will wait for the rest of the group. Okay, there are 2 workers. You are so kindly, you look at the workers. And already here I have some, please pass it around so you can see them a little bit better, okay? And now I tell you, once again, remember Damaskino, Damascene, because the work is from Damascus. Now, this kind of work consists of inlaid gold thread, gold wire, or silvers of 23 or 24 karat. It has to be soft, you know. It's already rough. Then they put the gold thread or the gold wire on the steel, making now all the designs by freehand. When the designs are finished, then they begin to hammer over that piece. From hammer, they put them in a chemical composition, or they oxidize those pieces. And this is because the natural gray color turnished to black, like all the finished pieces what you can find. Important then, in the Damaskino made there are different qualities. Important, we have them here and you can find them out also. The difference in the prices is because it depends who makes the piece and how much gold is inlaid. So for example, the best ones or the most expensive. This is also from House Yago, but like the second class, because that's not with so much details and so it's much lower. Okay? Good. And then, here now, in front, there are 3 tables. So the 3 tables, this is all by hand. And then, the last expensive ones, remember by students, behind the column at the end, on the last table, and behind in those showcases. Please, you can take all the pieces by yourself. The prices are on the back. There is no obligation to buy the rest of the showroom in all the things what you can find, excepting porcelains and pearls, because these are in all Spain fixed factory prices, but no problem. And please also, if you spend over 91 euros, we can make the tax-free check for the airport. The washrooms, very important before you go. Over there you can find a smoke machine on the left side, ladies, and on the right side for gentlemen.